सुवन भवानी नंदन, शंकर सुवन भवानी नंदन, गाए गणपति जगवंदन, गाए गणपति जगवंदन, गाए गणपति जगवंदन।
लक्ष्मी मैया, लक्ष्मी मैया, लक्ष्मी मैया, लक्ष्मी मैया, लक्ष्मी मैया, उतारे तेरी आरती, बरसा दो माँ कृपा। सबकी नैया दुखों से तू ही तारती, बरसा दो माँ कृपा।
सबकी मैया दुखों से तू ही तारती, बरसा दो माँ कृपा।
लक्ष्मी मैया, धन देने वाले तू ही जग को पाले,
अंदन देने वाली तू ही जग को पाले।
मां धन देने वाले तू ही जग को पाले,
अंदन देने वाली तू ही जग को पाले।
दया से तेरी हम सब जीवी सबको तू संभाले,
दया से तेरे हम सब जीवे सबको तू संभाले।
लक्ष्मी मैया उतारे तेरी आरती, बरसा दो माँ कृपा।
लक्ष्मी मैया उतारे तेरी आरती, बरसा दो माँ कृपा।
सबकी नैया दुखों से तू ही तारती, बरसा दो माँ कृपा।
मैया दुखों से तू ही तारती, बरसा दो माँ कृपा।
प्रेम का दीप जला के मैया आरती तेरी उतारे,
प्रेम का दीप जला के मैया आरती तेरी उतारे।
प्रेम का दीप जला के मैया आरती तेरी उतारे,
प्रेम का दीप जला के मैया आरती तेरी उतारे।
हे जग ज्योति कष्ट निवारणी हर लेना दिया रे,
हे जग ज्योति कष्ट निवारणी हर लिया दिया रे।
लक्ष्मी मैया उतारे तेरी आरती, बरसा दो माँ कृपा।
लक्ष्मी मैया उतारे तेरी आरती, बरसा दो माँ कृपा।
सबकी नैया दुखों से तू ही तारती, बरसा दो माँ कृपा। लक्ष्मी मैया, लक्ष्मी मैया, लक्ष्मी मैया, लक्ष्मी मैया। लक्ष्मी मैया, लक्ष्मी मैया।
प्रेम से बोलिए सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय, गजानंद स्वामी की जय, पवन पुत्र हनुमान की जय। आप लोग कराओ जाए, let's all please stand as we join once again on this the seventh and the final night of this wonderful yagya, as we visualize the beautiful form of Bhagavan Shri Ganapati Lord Ganesh. We pray that may His grace and guidance fill our hearts and our homes and our lives. Om Vakratunda Mahakaya Koti Surya Samaprabha Nirviganam Kurume Deva सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा या देवी सर्वभूतेषु दुर्गारूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः या देवी सर्वभूतेषु सरस्वती रूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः या देवी सर्वभूतेषु लक्ष्मी रूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः ॐ ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलम् अचलं सर्वदी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुदेवो महेश्वरः गुरु साक्षात् परं ब्रह्मा तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। ओम श्री अनुभवानंदाय नमः। ओम श्री चिन्मयानंदाय नमः। ओम श्री गुरुदत्ताय नमः। ओम श्री सत्यसाईश्वराय नमः। ओम श्री शंकराय नमः। ओम तपोवनाय नमः। ओम श्री कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय नमः। न तत्र सूर्यो भाति न चंद्र तारकं नेमा विद्युतो भान्ति कुतोऽयमग्निः तमेव भान्तमनुभाति सर्वं तस्य भासा सर्वमिदं विभाति। ओम जय जगदीश हरे स्वामी जय जगदीश हरे। भक्त जनों के संकट दास जनों के संकट क्षण में दूर करे। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। फल पावे दुख बिन से मन का।
स्वामी दुख बिन से मन का।
सुख संपत्ति घर आवे
सुख संपत्ति घर आवे।
अष्टमी कीर्तन का।
ओम जय जगदीश हरे।
पिता तुम मेरे शरण गहूँ किसकी।
स्वामी शरण गहूँ किसकी।
तुम बिन और न दूजा
तुम बिन और न दूजा।
आश करूँ मैं जिसकी।
ओम जय जगदीश हरे। पूरन परमात्मा तुम अंतर्यामी।
स्वामी तुम अंतर्यामी।
पार ब्रह्मा परमेश्वर तुम सबके स्वामी।
ओम जय जगदीश हरे।
स्वामी तुम पालन करता। मैं मूरत तल स्वामी। मैं सेवक तुम स्वामी। कृपा करो भरता। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। तुम हो एक गोचर सबके प्राणपति।
स्वामी सबके प्राणपति।
किस विधि में लो दया में।
किस विधि में लो दया में।
तुमको मैं कुमति।
ओम जय जगदीश हरे।
विषय विकार अपनी शरण लगावो,
द्वार पर आते
ओम जय जगदीश हरे।
नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण 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 ओम नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा।
नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण 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 ओम
नारायण नारायण ओम
सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा।
नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण 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 ओम
नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण
ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण
ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा।
Everyone together.
नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण 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 ओम नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा।
ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय
ओम नमः शिवाय
ओम नमः शिवाय
ओम नमः शिवाय
ओम नमः शिवाय
ओम नमः शिवाय।
हर 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 महादेवा
हर 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 महादेवा।
बम 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 बोला
बम 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 बोला।
ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय
ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय
ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय
ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय।
ओम ह्यौ शांति अंतरिक्ष शुभम शांति पृथ्वी शांति आपः शांति औषधि शांति वनस्पति शांति विश्वदेव शांति ब्रह्म शांति सर्वगुण शांति शांतिरेवा शांति साम शांतिरिधि ओम शांति शांति शांति। प्रेम से बोले सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। उमापति महादेव की जय। आप लोग आसन लीजिए। प्लीज बी सीटेड। प्रेम से बोले सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय. Once again, my friends, it is with great humility tonight, on this, the final night of this yagya, we'd like to take this opportunity to say a very warm and very special welcome once again to each and every one of you on behalf of our beloved President, the President of the National Council of Indian Culture, who is with us tonight. And we would like to say a welcome to him first, as he also extends a very warm and special welcome to each and every one of you. So, on behalf of Shri Pundit Dr. Divali Nagar Sharma ji and the executive team of the NCIC, we say a very warm and special welcome to one and all. And may the blessings of the various Panth be with each and every one of us, that we can tread the spiritual path in whatever way we want, my friends, to achieve the ultimate goal of our lives. And so, we bow to all of you for all the nights, so that your blessings will continue to be with us in doing what we are doing. Special thanks to Pandit Vishal and Dolly ji for conducting puja and preparing and setting the pace for us all to bask in the divine bliss of puja and worship. May God bless you, Pandit Vishal ji, and of course, Dolly ji. And tonight we are blessed to have with us for the 15th year the devotees of the Balmeen Mandir. We would like to say special thanks and blessings to you. And how it is 15, how I know it is 15 years, when I walked in, Didi told me, we came here the first time when you came, and that's 15 years ago. So God bless you all for making the sacrifice and supporting the NCIC in keeping the light of Sanatan Dharma burning. May God bless all of you Shrutas and your beautiful family. Tonight also we'd like to welcome Pandit Anil and members of the Chinmaya Gyan Kirtan Mandali. Special thanks to you, Panditji, and God's blessings to you always. And of course, the members of the group are no stranger to any one of you. We'd like to say thanks to all the musicians. And we have two very special guests with us tonight, Bayakal and his wonderful Dharma Patni, Sheetalji. So we say welcome to both of them, who are very beautiful singers. So we will hear some of their songs tonight. We would like to also welcome our Facebookers and Jivan Tattva with Pundit Abhedanand, those who are viewing live and streaming via the internet. We say welcome to Jivan Tattva followers. May God bless you, and may the reward of this yagya forever be with you in the form of its teachings and in the form of peace and happiness. To those who are streaming live on YouTube, on the NCIC's page, we say special blessings to you as well. Special blessings goes out to those who are on 101.7 FM. We have our brother Chunilalji tonight. And for those who are on 101.7 FM, God's blessings to you and your beautiful families. We are also being captured by IETV, which will rebroadcast the yagya at some point in time. So while we are here Sunday night, they might be broadcasting probably Friday night or Saturday night. But nevertheless, we pray and we ask God to bless all the viewers on IETV, and special thanks and blessings to the management and staff of IE Television. May the blessings of Bhagwan be upon one and all. Tonight our discourse will be very simple, but it will be very important as we conclude on this, the final night, as we have seen for the nights before, what the various Panth does, what they believe in, how they worship, and the objective or the goal they hope to achieve by following the various pathways. Tonight we will do a conclusion. We will touch probably a verse or two from the Bhagavad Gita. We will touch a verse or two from the words of Shri Kabir Das Ji Maharaj. Kabir Panth is also an establishment given by this great Mahatma, this great Guru, through the medium of couplets and dohes. In them, there are so many profound teachings for us to develop ourselves. As we journey through tonight's discourse, remember, my friends, we have all these various parts. But if you are going to take a part, tell me one thing you must have. Anybody? I'll give you all 2 laddu tonight if you answer that question. If you are going to take a part, tell me one thing that you must have. I can't hear. Faith, love. That is something you must have before you have faith and love. I will tell you after the invocation. And I will keep my laddu. My friends, at this time we invite you to close your eyes to visualize the beautiful form of the blue boy of Vrindavan, Bhagwan Krishna, by whose grace everything happens in life. In the Gita he says, Vasudeva Sarvamiti, O Arjuna, how come you have not realized everything is me? I am everything. Tonight, as we think of Bhagwan Krishna, we pray without words. Oh Krishna, we do not have words to say to you tonight because you know our hearts. You know exactly that is within each and every one of your devotees tonight, whether at this Yagyashala or at any part of our country, Trinidad and Tobago, or in any part of the world, wherever your devotees are. You know exactly what is going on in their lives. And as we surrender to you, your basuri, your music charms our hearts. Your music is the soul of our lives. Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you for life. Thank you for your blessing. Thank you for looking after us. Thank you for giving us hope. Thank you for giving us strength. Thank you for being with us every second and every moment of our lives, even though sometimes we feel that we are alone. Hey Krishna, hey Yadava, hey Sakiti, you are our best friend and our eternal companion. Please accept our love. Achyutam Keshavam Krishna Damodaram, Achyutam Keshavam Krishna Damodaram, Ram Narayanam Janaki Vallabham, Ram Narayanam Janaki Vallabham, Achyutam Keshavam Krishna Damodaram,
Achyutam Keshavam Krishna Damodaram,
Ram Narayanam Janaki Vallabham,
Ram Narayanam Janaki Vallabham.
Krishna hai, Krishna hai, Krishna hai, Krishna hai,
Krishna hai, Krishna hai, Krishna hai, Krishna hai. यशोदा की जैसे फुलाए नहीं। अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरं
नारायणं जानकी वल्लभं
राम नारायणं जानकी वल्लभं।
कृष्ण है कृष्ण है कृष्ण है कृष्ण है
कृष्ण है कृष्ण है कृष्ण है कृष्ण है।
कौन कहते हैं भगवान खाते नहीं।
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 बैर शबरी के जैसे नहीं।
बैर शबरी के जैसे खिलाते नहीं।
अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरं
अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरं
राम नारायणं जानकी वल्लभं
राम नारायणं जानकी वल्लभम्।
कौन कहते हैं भगवान नाचते नहीं।
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 गोपियों की तरह तुम नचाते नहीं।
गोपियों की तरह तुम नचाते नहीं।
अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरं
अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरं
राम नारायणं जानकी वल्लभं
राम नारायणं जानकी वल्लभम्।
कृष्ण है कृष्ण है कृष्ण है कृष्ण है
कृष्ण है कृष्ण है कृष्ण है कृष्ण है।
अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरं
अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरं
राम नारायणं जानकी वल्लभं
राम नारायणं जानकी वल्लभम्।
राम नारायणं जानकी वल्लभम्। A raindrop falls from the sky, and if it is caught by clean hands, it is pure enough that you can drink that water that you have caught. If the same water falls in the gutter, then its value drops so much that it can't be used even for washing your feet, because you will think that that water is dirty. My friends, its value decreases. If it falls, like for example, you're cooking roti and the chulha outside, and rain starts drizzling, and the drop of water falls on the tawa, what will happen? Immediately, the water is going to get evaporated. On the hot surface, it will evaporate almost instantly. If the water falls on a lotus leaf, it shines like a pearl. And finally, if it falls on an oyster, it becomes a pearl. The drop, my friends, the drop of water remains the same, but its existence and worth depends on whom it is associated with. What you call the droplet or the drop is the same, but its existence and worth depends on who it is associated with. Therefore, always be associated with people, my friends, who are good in heart. Always be associated with people who will inspire us to do what is right and what is good. And you will experience something very what you call important, and you will experience your own inner transformation. This is the objective of Panth. This is the objective of association or denomination. This is the objective of the various sects, and this is the what you call the purpose of the various marga or the various pathways that we follow, so that we find the company of those who will help us to discover something within us that will help us, my friends, not to only rise materially, but to rise closer to ourselves spiritually. And for this, we need a vehicle. For this, we need a vehicle. If you're going from here to Port of Spain, or you're going from here to San Fernando, if you're going north or you're going south, you need a vehicle. And the vehicle that you use, you can either choose a bicycle, a motorcycle, you can choose a car, you can choose a bus, or you can choose the means of transportation that you are comfortable with. So whether if you are comfortable riding bicycle, I rode from Barataria already to San Fernando and back up, on an Independence Day professional ride. So it's not that far. So you can ride with the bicycle. So you ride down the road with your bicycle, or you jump into your taxi or your car, your personal vehicle, and you go down to San Fernando or to Port of Spain. It all depends. You choose the direction. You can take a public transport. You can take the bus service and go down to Port of Spain or San Fernando. My point is, whatever it is, you will choose. My friends, if we are traveling on any one of these panth, any one of these spiritual paths, can I ask you all a question? What means of transportation you are going to use? You see, you can't take a bicycle, you cannot take a bus, you cannot take a taxi. You have to use your own means of transportation that will help you to reach from point A to point B. You want to reach your destination, and your destination is a must. You see, my friends, the only means of transportation that we have to use, we don't have a choice, is our mind. The mind is the vehicle in which every one of us, my friends, must sit in and allow the mind to take us to that direction. But there must be a driver. You just can't sit in a vehicle and allow it to drive itself. You need a driver. So if you think about the chariot of Bhagwan Krishna, the horses are there. How many horses? 5 horses? are there, pulling the chariot of Bhagwan Krishna, of Arjuna on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. On the chariot of Bhagwan Krishna, you have 5 horses. On the chariot of Suryanarayan Swami, you have 7 horses. So the 5 horses in Bhagwan Krishna's chariot represents the Pancha Jnana Indriyas, the 5 organs of perception: eyes, ears, nose, tongue, skin. Bhagwan Krishna, in fact Arjuna, represents the mind that is now what you call affected by the attachment to the situation on the outside. So Arjuna is depressed, Arjuna is despondent, Arjuna is frustrated, Arjuna is miserable, Arjuna cannot even recognize his duty at that point in time. The horses are ready to go, the chariot is on its wheels, ready to roll. Arjuna is frustrated, so the chariot cannot move, even though the driver is equipped at the back. Who is the driver? Bhagwan Krishna. The driver of the chariot is the intellect. And my friends, the driver can decide to drive, providing that the mind is allowing the intellect the opportunity to steer this chariot to victory. You see, once the mind is affected, we are stuck. Once the mind is affected, we are going nowhere. Once the mind is affected or infected, or the mind is depressed, friends, we are going to be stuck on the battlefield of this world. Even though God is on our side, even though Bhagwan is holding the reins of the horses and he is just waiting to whip them to take us to victory and to success, our mind will cause us to be stuck on this battlefield of this world. As a result of that, the transmigration process will continue. The transmigration process will cause us to be born or bonded in this world of sensuality. It will cause us to be bonded in the world of sensual confusion. It will cause us to be stuck in a place where we really do not want to be. My dear brothers and sisters, the vehicle that we have to travel on these paths with, it is, of course, the mind. And so, ask yourself the question tonight, am I ready to take this journey, this spiritual journey, this panth, this path towards my goal? And what is the goal we saw some nights ago? Tattvamasi, Ayam Atma Brahman, Aham Brahmasmi, these Mahavakyas that reminded us, hey, you are Brahman, that thou art Tattvamasi, and you are treading the spiritual path. Is our mind ready, my friends, to take up this spiritual journey? This morning, I have to share something very beautiful with you. You know, when you're in the bathroom, what kind of nice things come in your mind? So I was in the bathroom practicing singing. I was in the bathroom thinking about what we talked about last night. And a very beautiful trend, a thought came, a beautiful lesson rather. And there, we spoke about Shabari last night, and we spoke about Sudama, and we spoke about, what's the other one? Oh yes, somebody said it. Miraji, right? So we spoke about Shabari, we spoke about Shridama or Sudama, and we spoke about Mirabai. My friends, what came to my mind this morning was so sweet, I thought I would share it with you. And that is, you see, Shabari, friends, she waited in scriptural language approximately 10,000 years, and Bhagwan came to her. Bhagwan traveled, like for example, Shabari is in Valse North, right? And Sri Ram is going to Lanka, but he passing through the Naparima Mayara road. So from San Fernando, he is going up to Irie Village, he is going up to Princestown, he is going up to New Grant, he is going up to Rio Claro, Tableland, etc. And he going up to Mayaro. That is the route. Shabari is in Valse North. You know what Sri Ram did? Sri Ram traveled, and when he realized that Shabari was waiting on him, he diverted, walked up the Solomon Hochai Highway, went to the Churchill Roosevelt Highway, then go to Valse North, met Shabari, gave her darshan, and he blessed her because he knew that she was waiting, but he did not mind. And he went back down the Solomon Hochai Highway, southbound, back onto the Naparima Maya Road, and up to Rio Claro. or marrow. He didn't mind when his devotee is waiting on him, and when the devotee is calling on him, my friends, the Lord will go to that devotee. Shabari waited only 10,000 years. That's not much years in Treta Yuga. 10,000 years in Treta Yuga is very little years. In Dwapar Yuga, Sudama walked a few thousand miles, and he got the darshan of Bhagwan Sri Ram. In Dwapar Yuga, a few thousand miles is nothing. In Dwapar Yuga. In Kali Yuga, 50 kilometers is plenty for us. My friends, Sudama walked thousands of miles, but you know what happened? He got the darshan of Krishna, and that was the end of his journey. Everything came to him. Not only materially, but spiritually, he had realized, and I'm choosing these words, he had realized who is Krishna on that journey. Before, as my partner man, local language. Before, we went to school together at the ashram of Sandipani, our beloved Guru. Before, we were buddies. We would go to the forest and we'll spend time together. And we will play and we'll fight and we'll have fun. That was the relationship Sudama had with Bhagwan Krishna. But on that journey, when one thought Meera ji was crazy, everyone thought that she had gone pagal. Because वो तो गली गली हरि गुण गाने लगी ऐसी लागी लगन मीरा हो गए मगन ऐसी लागी लगन मीरा हो गए मगन वो तो गली गली हरि गुण गाने लगी महलों में पली बन की जोगन चली मीरा रानी दीवानी कहाने लगी ऐसी लागी लगन. Meera ji, she, my friends, she would sing and she would be in ecstasy. No one could understand the ecstasy that Meera ji had. No one could understand why she is so engrossed in so much of singing to Krishna that everyone judged her. I repeat, not everyone. There were those who judged her. There were those who assumed that she was not genuine. My friends, on the spiritual part, people will judge us. On the spiritual part, people will assume about us. On the spiritual part, it does not matter what happens on the outside. What matters on the inside is most important. Remember, Meera eventually merged into Krishna and she became one with him. There was, my friends, no distinction between Bhagwan and his devotee. Meera became one. She merged into Krishna's oneness. Now, my point is, this is where Panth should lead us. This is where, my friends, we should be led on the spiritual path or the spiritual pathways of life. This is where spirituality should take us. It should take us to that point where we become one with Bhagwan. For this, my dear brothers and sisters, we need a very strong mind. For this, we need a very inspired mind. For this, we need a very controlled mind. If you want to go to Port of Spain or to San Fernando, the person who is driving you, and if you are driving yourself, must be in control of that vehicle because you want to reach. Meera reached, Shabari reached, Sudama reached. Friends, the question is, 10,000 years to a few thousand miles, to a few years, in the case of Mira, how long have we been traveling? How long have we been traveling? We are going into thousands of years now. Birth after birth, life after life, species after species. The journey continues for us, and we have not made it yet. We have not reached yet. In a very popular chaupai of the Ramayana, it is sung almost in every satsang. Friends, we have the correct vehicle now. We have the most efficient vehicle now. Two of them. We have a vehicle that the mind can use. You see, the driver have to be good, and the vehicle have to also be good. And this is why Tulsidas says, Bhare bhagama nushatan pava sur durlabh sab granth hi gava. Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Rama. Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Rama. Ram Jaya Rama Jaya Jaya Rama. Hare bhagama nushatan pava sud durlabha sab granth hi gava. Shri Ram Jaya Rama Jaya Jaya Rama. Shri Ram Jaya Rama Jaya Jaya Rama. Shri Ram Jaya Rama Jaya Jaya Rama. Two vehicles. Vare bhagamanushatan pava. We got this vehicle called the body, the human's body. It's not just a body. The dog has a body. The cow has a body. The plant has a body. This is not just anybody. This is Manusha Tanapava. This is the human's body, the greatest of them all. Friends, in this body, we have a mind, a very great vehicle that will take us on the various pathways, the various panth, whether it's Shaivism, Buddhism, Shaktism, whatever path it is. Friends, the mind needs to do something. It's to get in control. And that's why Tulsidas ji tells. Sadhan dham moksha kar dwara. Sadhan dham moksha kar dwara. Pahin jehi parlok samara. Shri Ram Jaya Rama Jaya Jaya Rama. Shri Ram Jaya Rama Jaya Jaya Rama. Shri Ram Jaya Rama Jaya Jaya Rama. moksha karadwara. Friends, what did Shaivism tell us to reach? Isn't it moksha? Moksha. Shaivism told, if you practice Shaivism, you're going to get moksha. Vaishnavism told us, if we practice Vaishnavism, we are going to get sadhana dhamma moksha karadwara. That is the doorway. Shaktism told us, if we practice Shaktism, we're going to get moksha. Shaivism told us, if we practice, we are going to get moksha. Smartism told us last night, if you practice, you're going to realize that there is nothing in this world except consciousness, the Advitiyam. There is nothing, there is non-duality. Everything is one pure consciousness. And if we practice Smartism, according to Bhagwan Shankaracharya ji, we are going to get moksha. But moksha deals with the mind. And if this mind is not purified on this journey, if this mind is not sanctified and purified, then how are we going to get moksha? You see, the mind has so many moods. The mind has good moods. The mind has bad moods. It all depends whether your drop of your mind falls on the tower or your droplet of your mind falls in the gutter. Where is your mind falling? Is it in the gutter that it cannot be used again? Is the mind falling on the hot tower that is going to get evaporated? Or is the mind falling on the objects of the world that is clean and pure, that we can consume our mind and our thoughts continuously and sanctify and purify ourselves if we were to go back to the teachings, to that wonderful message of Sri Swami Vivekananda ji? Where is the mind? Where is the mind falling? On what kind of thoughts, and what kind of emotions, and what kind of what you call feelings do we develop, my friends? This is why we have to work on our minds. We have to, I will tell you one word before. We have to, what you call, always be aware of what your mind is doing. And in order to be aware, what we have to do is we have to stand at a distance and watch the mind. When last did you watch your mind? Okay, when last did you watch your body? Oh, Baba, about 15 times before I come here tonight. And you put on your glasses, let me see. Make sure it's straight. And you put on your, for the ladies, this eyebrow thing. And then you have something, the eyeliner, you have to line the eye. You have to make sure that line's straight. And naturally you want it to look beautiful, and you all are looking beautiful. When you dress up and you look beautiful, you feel good. So you look at the mirror each time you apply one of the makeup or makeups to your face or to yourself, and then you put on your jewelry and you put on your bangles, make sure you're bangling so everybody hear you coming. So you put on your bangles and you're rattling, there's runaway evil, you know. And you put on your nice ring and you're showing everybody a ring. How you, everything good? You want to show everybody you have a big diamond? One lady was there, you know, she wanted to be so, she wanted everybody to notice her diamond. So, anywhere she go, hi, everything is good. Nobody complimenting her diamond. So, yes, okay. But nobody complimented her. She became so upset with everybody. She take out the ring from the diamond from the ring finger and she put it on the index finger. And you know, yeah. All right, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Bye. Still nobody noticed. And you know eventually what she do? She did, she went and she set her house on fire. She set her own house on fire. And when the house started blazing, she called all the neighbors, hello, what's my house on fire? Just to get that diamond thing noticed, you know. She wanted the attention. Poor thing, the house burned down. And still nobody noticed it happening. See, friends, this mind of ours, sadhana dharma moksha kara dwara, we have to open the door to liberation. Regardless, you could be Hindu, you could be Kabir Panth, you could be Shaivism, you could be following Shaktism, you could be following Jainism, you could be following Buddhism, you could be following Smartism, and try to be smart. If your mind, if our minds are not applied to the spiritual part, then we are stuck, even though Bhagwan is with us on this battlefield. Even though Bhagwan is with us on this battlefield. And that is why Kabir Das Ji, in a very beautiful dohe, it's a very popular dohe also, he tells us of how to clean this mind. How to clean the mind. Nindakiniere rakhiye angan kuti chawan. Without soap and water. Sabun bina, pani bina, nirmal kare kawan. Nindakiniere rakhiye. When you're ready to clean your mind, you know what to do? Build a hut. Nindakiniere rakhiye. Angana kuti. Kuti means a hut. Build a hut in front of your home. Are we going to clean our mind? We're building construction. No, we're going to clean our minds. He says, if you're going to clean your mind, build a hut in front of your home every day, right where you're passing. Front, going and coming. Angana kuti shawai. Sabun bina, pani bina, nirmal kare kawai. Without soap and water, you're going to clean your mind. How? You build the hut and you put the person who don't like you to live in that hut. The person who bad talking you the most. Jai Bhagavan, watch your mind now. You all watch your mind. What your mind thinking? Not me. Me doing that. Friends, in Kabir Das Ji's dohe, sabun bina, pani bina, without soap and without water, you see what will happen is we cannot dislike someone forever. Even though we tell some people sometimes, you see, you, I'm done with you for life. I wash my hand from you. Some situation would have demanded such thing, but in your heart, somewhere along the journey, you would say, you know what? It is what it is. I dropped that from my mind. Don't carry it. It's too heavy a load to carry it. And friends, it all depends on how you are traveling. If you're on a bus, you could carry some weight. If you're in a car, you could carry some weight. If you're on a bicycle, there's not much weight you can carry. But you know what is very much more difficult? You see, if you are walking, you have to check your weight. And we are walking. We are walking on the spiritual path. My friends, the weight, we have to measure our weight. We just can't take this weight and run with it. We just can't, load up ourselves and try to go to that destiny. We have to offload some mental weight as we journey on this spiritual path. We have to offload some mental weight, because if we do not, then the journey becomes a burden. And that's why people change faith. That's why people change religion. That's why people tend to give up. Because naturally, your weight is too much. And if your weight is too much, then how are you going to this destination? How will you reach? How are we going to achieve that goal, my dear brothers and sisters? How are we going to offload this weight? And this is why there are some bhajans that are designed in such a way that when we sing them, it helps us, it guides us. It guides us to making some choices in our lives. It guides us to surrender the mind. It guides us not only to surrender the mind, but to empty the mind. And this is very important. Friends, I want you to empty your mind tonight. Can you take out some weight? Can you take out some load? If we are really going to follow a Panth, we have to take out some weight, some load from the mind. And if we don't, the burden will be too much. The journey will be depressing. The journey will be frustrating. The journey will be very difficult. The journey will be, my friends, a very challenging one. And this is why in our scriptures it says that when you turn to God, what do? Kamala Raghunandan, Kamala Raghunandan, Kamala Raghunandan, Kamala Raghunandan, Bando Charana, Kamala Raghunandan, Bando Charana, Kamala Raghunandan, Kamala Raghunandan, Kamala Raghunandan, Kamala Raghunandan, Kamala Raghunandan, Bando Charana, Kamala Raghunandan. जिनकी कृपा सकल सुख संपत्ति,
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 पावत जन भक्तन पुर चंदन,
पावन जन भक्तन होए चंदन,
बंदो चरण कमल रघुनंदन,
बंदो चरण कमल रघुनंदन।
अवधपुरी प्रभु नित्य विराजत,
अवधपुरी प्रभु नित्य विराजत,
अवधपुरी प्रभु नित्य विराजत,
अवधपुरी प्रभु नित्य विराजत,
जनक सुता युत दुष्ट निकंदन,
जनक सता यत दुष्ट निकंदन,
बंदो चरण कमल रघुनंदन,
बंदो चरण कमल रघुनंदन।
दीन ताप और जन्म मरण भय,
भगवत
भक्तन मत चरणन में भगवन
भक्त नमक चरणन में भगवत
कृपा करिए सेवक भय भंजन
कृपा करिए सेवक भय भंजन
बंदो चरण कमल रघुनंदन
बंदो चरण कमल रघुनंदन
कमल रघुनंदन कमल रघुनंदन
कमल रघुनंदन कमल रघुनंदन
बंदो चरण कमल रघुनंदन
बंदो चरण कमल रघुनंदन
बंदो चरण कमल रघुनंदन. My friends, so what we do, you see, we can't hate somebody all the time. We can't dislike someone. We need to get control and be aware of how the mind changing moods. Be aware of you. Be aware of your emotions. And when we are aware of how the mind is operating, then we can get the mind ready for the journey. We can get the mind ready for the journey. You see, if we have a long journey, naturally you will check the oil in the car, you will check the temperature, you will check whatever checks you have to do before the long journey. And especially in bigger countries where you have not only interstate but inter-country driving, you will make sure the vehicle is working properly. Friends, how come we are not cautious of how our vehicle, the mind, is working? You see, so Kabir Das Ji, he tells us in what you call this dohe, he says, build that hut. In another dohe, he says, बड़ा हुआ तो क्या हुआ जैसे पीर कजारा पंथी को छाया नहीं पल लागे अति दरू बड़ा हुआ तो क्या हुआ. It is of no use being very big, being very rich, being very successful in this world, my friends, if you don't do anything good for others. What is the use you're rich? Or what is the use if you're good? If the mind can't entertain those thoughts of doing something good for someone. For example, he gives an example. He says, Panti ko chaya nahi pal lage ati dharu. He says that, the palm tree is so very tall, huge structure the palm tree is. It looks very beautiful. But what is the palm tree really doing? Is it giving you any shade? Is it giving any shade? No. But it looks very tall and very beautiful. It looks majestic. So he says here, it is like this. If we are very big, if we are very good in whatever we do, but we do nothing good for others, then it is like you're on a journey, but you're not actually doing the things to help you reach the goal. Kabir Das Ji, my friends, was a great saint. He gave practical life examples to both the Hindu and Muslim communities. He tread the spiritual path in a very beautiful way. His mind was very focused. And these dohes that he gave, friends, was for one purpose, and that is that we elevate ourselves, we reach our goals, and he directly focused on some parts of his teachings on the mind. He directly focused on the inner equipment, and the inner equipment means the mind. The inner equipment means the intellect. The inner equipment means the antakaran, manchit, buddhi, and ahankar. And if we were to use these inner equipment on this journey, friends, certainly, regardless of whatever panth you belong to, As a matter of fact, you don't even have to belong to any Panth once you use here properly. Isn't it? How to use it properly? Bhagavan Krishna in Gita, chapter 13, he gives what you call a few pointers. He says in verse number 7, Amanitvam adambitvam ahimsa kshanti arjavam acharyupasanam shaucham stairyam vinigraha amanitvam adambitvam ahimsa kshanti arjavam. See, all these, what you call qualities Bhagavan is giving, it's not something for the outside, it's something for the inside. Amanitvam means adambitvam, ahimsa, kshanti, arjavam. It all deals with the mind, the inner being that we are. And what is amanitvam? Man is what you call abhiman, ego, false pride. You can't tread the spiritual path with ego and egoistic tendencies. We cannot allow, my friends, even though we may chant all the mantras, even though we may chant, you could read the Gita, you could read Bhagavad, you could read Upanishad, you could read anything. If the ego is what you call surfacing its ugly head, then what happens is the spirituality is destroyed. We will be religious, no doubt. Man, you put on your dhoti and your kurta and your mala and your sindoor from the front to the back. And your head well covered with the orni. But your chest raised like this and you feel it have nothing better than you in this world. Ego too bad. That type of tendencies, what is the use? You're religious. What is the use? You're running, going to the mandir and the church and the mosque and all the different Panth and all the different organizations. Every function, the Kabir Panth have you there. Every function, the Vaishnavas have you there. The Shaivism, you have you there, in all the mandirs and all the church. But your ego is very strong. Right there, you have poison. You have put what you call a speed bump on your spiritual progress. As a matter of fact, you put a pothole that you can't cross the road. Right now, we can't pass through the M1 ring road in South. Road gone with flood. It becomes like that. When the ego is there, we're treading the spiritual path, and as a result of that, friends, we are blocked. We cannot move forward. Amanitvam, Bhagavan says here, absence of pride is what a real devotee has. A real bhakta, a person who is treading the spiritual path, this is what he or she must have. What you call adambitvam, freedom from hypocrisy. Hypocrisy is what? Pretending to be who you are not. Hypocrisy means a pretender, a person who is pretending to be who he or she is not. He says, ahimsa, we all know what is ahimsa. Ahimsa means non-violence. Ahimsa means don't hurt anybody physically, don't hurt anybody mentally. Last night we saw from our katha that Sri Ram told Shabari, not even in dream, think something bad about somebody. And Sri Ram gave instruction to Shabari, not even in dream, Sheetal. And then we tell everybody, you know, last night I had a bad dream. A dream. Oh, a dream. I'm fixing up that fella down the road there. You know how it is dream? Dreams are impressions that comes in the mind based on thoughts that pass through the mind at some point in time. Now, we all are no saints. I'm not a saint. Thoughts do pass through my mind. And those thoughts can be very positive at times, and it can be very negative at times. But you know what is important is, when it comes, you can't stop it from coming. It's the thought process. The mind is made up of a high frequency of thoughts, according to Bhagavan Shankaracharya. And when those thoughts are gushing through the mind, you don't have a choice in not allowing them to come. You have a choice in not entertaining them. That's where our choice is. So adambitva meaning don't be what you call practice hypocrisy, pretending to be who you are not. Be yourself. always be yourself. And regardless to whatever you achieve in life, always be yourself. This is practiced and taught from the scriptures, of all the scriptures, from the altar of all religions. It is taught from the altar of all Panth. It is taught from the altar of all religious organizations. Adambitvam, ahimsa, don't hurt anybody even in dream. Sri Ram told Shabadi last night. Sri Ram is saying the same thing here, chapter 7. Straightness in body, always have a straight body. Straight body means what? Stand up straight all the time. Straight body means sitting down straight all the time. Wow, let's sit down so bad. No, that doesn't matter. Uprightness in body and mind is what the Lord means here. Straightness, and remember this, right? Straightness in body, in mind, and in speech. They all must align with each other. What you think, what you say, and what you do, that is what is meant. Straightness in body doesn't mean, yes, we have to sit upright in meditation and all those things. But straightness in body means when you think something, you say what you think and you do what you say. We just think something else, say something else, and do exactly opposite to what we say. Not all of us. So straightness in body, in speech and in mind, Bhagwan tells here. So, O Arjuna, Acharya Upasanam, serve the great masters, serve the Guru. Do whatever service you can. The first Guru is your mother. Serve her and serve her well, with love. Second Guru is the father. Third Guru is the preceptor, the spiritual teacher. So Acharya Upasanam, do service to the Guru, the Acharya, which could be your mother, your father, your spiritual teacher, or anyone that you can learn something from. Be of service. It's highly rewarding, according to Bhagwan Krishna. And Shaucham, Shaucha means you keep yourself clean. Keep yourself clean in body, keep yourself clean in mind, keep yourself clean at all times. I take it that everybody took a shower before they came. Isn't it? I hope. Remember, in the Doha of Kabir Das, he said, Sabun bina, pani bina, nirmal kare kawai. You don't need soap and water to clean, But you need it. You don't need soap and water to clean the mind. You need soap and water to clean the body. So, sabun bina, pani bina, nirmal kare kawai. Friends, the mind is what we need to be aware of. This is the vehicle that is going to take us to our destination, our spiritual destination. This is the vehicle that we need, my friends, to really care for. And I want us all to practice something. When a negative thought comes, immediately chant the Lord's name. Wash it out. Immediately. When a negative thought comes, just chant the Lord's name. And when the Lord's name is chanted, the mind will be diverted and becomes purified to some extent. The thought will not stop coming, and the next bad thought will come. But no problem. Don't be frustrated. Don't give up. When you take a shower in the morning and you have to take a shower in the evening, I hope. And if you take a shower in the night, when you get up in the morning, you take a shower again. And some people, even midday, it all depends on their jobs and what they do. So we keep on taking a shower to keep ourselves comfortable and clean. Just like that, bad thoughts will come to obstruct the journey, to stop you on the path, to prevent you from progressing. But no problem. Show the mind that you are the master. Show the mind that you are the boss, because, my friends, in this world, this is the reason why the world is the way it is today. And that's why the great masters say, देख तेरे संसार की हालत क्या हो गए भगवान कितना बदल गया इंसान, कितना बदल गया इंसान। सूरज न बदला, चांद न बदला, न बदला रे आसमान। कितना बदल गया इंसान, कितना बदल गया इंसान। आया समय बड़ा बेदंगा, आज आदमी बना लफंगा। कहीं पे झगड़ा, कहीं पे दंगा, नाच रहा नर होकर नंगा। चल और कपट के हाथों अपना पीछ रहा ईमान। कितना बदल गया इंसान, कितना बदल गया इंसान। देख तेरे संसार की हालत, होंगे भगवान। कितना बदल गया इंसान, कितना बदल गया इंसान। राम रहीम के भक्त है बंदे, नचते आज करीब के दंगे। Ram, the devotees of Ram and the devotees of Rahim and the devotees of the different Panth, they are fighting. My one is superior, my one is superior. Everybody fighting for superiority because of manitvam, dambitvam, rather himsa. There is no shanti, no forgiveness. You see, this is where the world is becoming, my friends, entangled in the web of this Maya. And when the web now is so strong, it becomes very difficult to come out of this web. Brothers and sisters, when the spider of time catches us in the center of this web, we are set for sansara. We are set to be doomed. All because the vehicle in which we are traveling is now contaminated, the mind. राम रहीम के भक्त है बंदे, रचते आज फरेब के फंदे। कितने ये मतकार ये अंधे, देकर ये इनके भी धंधे। इन्हीं की काली कर से हुआ ये मुल्क महान। कितना बदल गया इंसान, कितना बदल गया इंसान। संसार की हालत क्या होगे भगवान। कितना बदल गया इंसान, कितना बदल गया इंसान। जो हम आपस में न डरते, बने हुए क्यों खेल बिगड़ते। काहे लाखों कर है जरते, क्यों ये बच्चे बाप से चरते। फूट फूट कर क्या रोते प्यारे बापू के प्राण। कितना बदल गया इंसान, कितना बदल गया इंसान। देख तेरे संसार की हालत, sun never changed, the moon never changed, the sky never changed. Nothing changed. Everything remained the same, but humans have changed so much. And sadly to say, it's not for the better. And as we go deeper and deeper into Kali Yuga, my friends, as we go deeper and deeper into Kali Yuga, we are going to change even more. So, my dear brothers and sisters, finally tonight, we have examined in our own little way what we have done for the past week is something we have not even touched anything concerning these great pathways in life. You see, we examined the four-part Panth of worship, and by using one's natural inclination towards Bhakti Yoga, whether it's Karma Yoga, Raj Yoga, or Gyan Yoga, one arrives at that goal of self-realization, as we have seen, and universal emancipation, moksha. So, Sikhism, Shaivism, Vaishnavism, Smartism, we look at how the various Panth organizations are crucial in serving the needs of their adherent and their contribution to society, and by extension, the world. My dear brothers and sisters, for example, locally, we have many organizations. We have the Divine Life Society, we have Raj Yoga, we have the Radha Madhav Society, we have the Sanatan Dharma Mahasabha, we have the Chinmaya Mission, we have Baba's organization, the Sai organization, etc., and all making a tremendous contribution. You could imagine where we would have been as a spiritual group if the STMS was not in charge. Could you imagine where we would have been? We would have been trampled on. But anyway, forget about that. You see, tonight, in closing, I trust that we have a more informed understanding of Panth. We have tried our best with great effort to go deep. As our president, I don't know, he gives us some hard thing to do with, And Panth, I thought it would have been challenging, but when we started working in it, and I said we, not me alone, this could not have been my research alone. There are many people who came and helped me in preparing and sending information. And I just tweet and presented it. And tonight I would like to extend my sincerest thanks to some of those individuals who this Panth was supposed to be in 2020? Yes, since 2020 this year was supposed to happen, the topic, the theme Panth. And then 2020 pandemic came, and then we had the second, 2021, we did something more relaxing, which was the Shri Hanuman Chalisa. And this year, I thought the president would have forgotten, but he didn't forget. So he came up with the same thing again, Panth, and we went ahead. I would like to extend my sincerest thanks to Bhaiya Krish Singh and his wonderful Dharma Patni, Shama Didi. Special thanks, God blessings to you. Special blessing goes out to also Newton, who also sent information to me. Special thanks to you, and of course to our neurology, who also worked very, very hard. And every day she would harass me, what are we singing tonight? What are you doing tonight? What are we going to do here? What are we going to do there? And she, on the IT side, did a tremendous job. We want to extend our sincerest thanks to her. And friends, when I sit here, I am nothing without my musicians. And we want to say special thanks to all of our musicians tonight. On the keyboard, we have our beloved brother Shamji. And on the dolak, we have someone who have been with me for the past 20-something years, 25, 26 years, my beloved Rishi. I want to say thanks to him and his wonderful Dharmapatni Vidya. His son also, Avinash, is here with us. I want to say thanks to them and to all the members. We have Pundit Anilji, who always come in time and time again to join with us and support us. To you, Anilji, God bless you. He's a young, vibrant Pandit. He sings really nice. And recently, he was ascended to the Vyas Asana. I saw on, was it Facebook or something? And via social media, I saw he was ascended by his guru, gave him the blessing. We also give you blessing. Please take Dharma on the right path. Please keep Dharma uplifted. And this can only be done through people like you. God bless you. To our Other musicians, we have also our beloved Seema ji. She's of the Page Sai Center. Very dedicated, very loving human being. And we want to say thanks to you, Seema ji. Thank you for always supporting us and being there with us time and time again. We also have with us some special guests with us, and that's Bhaiya Karl and his wonderful Dulhin, Sheetal ji. Special thanks to them for joining with us. And I want you to feel comfortable to join us anytime. The floor is open. We are here to sing Bhagwan's grace and sing Bhagwan's Kanam. So God bless you all. Tonight, I would like to also say to our President ji, Pundit Dr. Divali Nagar Sharma ji, and the executive team of the National Council of Indian Culture, thank you for allowing me to be here for the past 15 years. I think next year we have to get somebody else. So a different feel will be there, different thoughts will be there, different method of expression will be there, different knowledge will come through different speakers and different teachers. And so I think 15 years is enough for me. And may God bless you all, the members of the executive team. However, if you're calling me again, I'll come in, you know. I won't say no, but it's always a pleasure to serve and to touch your feet. I touch your feet with all the love in my heart tonight. I consider you as not just the president of the NCIC, but a father figure, and I bow to you with all the love in my heart. Gracefully, he shared the same name with my father. Both of them were Devki. And I want to thank you very much to Bhaiya Pratap ji, Bhaiya Timal ji, to Nirmala, to Chandrakala ji. God bless you all for your love, your support. And every night, I had special food made by Mrs. Timal. Special thanks to her. I know why you get married to she. She could well cook. So God blessings to her, Didi. And of course, to all those who supported us in whatever humble way, special thanks and special blessings to you. May God bless you. Personally, I would like to also say thanks to all the Shrotas of the various mandirs for having come to participate in Yagya, perform puja, and tonight we are very blessed to have the Shaktis or the Shaktas of the Balmain Mandir. To you devotees, God bless you now and always. If I have forgotten anyone from my side, I do apologize. But may Bhagwan's blessings be upon each and every one of us in our own humble way. So with this, I conclude, and I hand over to Chandra Kalaji, one of the organizers of this Yagya, and she will do a vote of thanks.
Sitaram, fellow devotees, it gives me great pleasure to deliver this vote of thanks on behalf of the President, Dr. Divali Nagar Sharma, and the directors of the National Council of Indian Culture. Firstly, I would like to say thank you to all those who contributed to the 35th Annual Yagna of the National Council of Indian Culture, namely Bob Gopi and Associates, National Flour Mills, Extra Food Supermarket, Hank's Traders Limited, Bidesi Transport, Pepe's Marketing, Nutrimix Company, Hand Arnold, Brandtech Limited, ERM Automotive, Thermoplast Limited, Picoplat Enterprises, CP's Plumbing and Hardware Limited, Krishna Sounds. Our live streaming was done by Pandit Kailash Ganga Prasad, and he was responsible for our live streaming being shown on NCIC YouTube channel and Facebook Jivan Tattva with Pundit Abhedanand. Our radio broadcasting was done by 101.7, bringing our Yagya discourses to our listening audience each night. Our TV broadcasting, IETV as well. Thank you, Nirala Maharaj, for the PowerPoint presentation every single night. Our decorator, Dylan Hamill Deco and Events Limited, and I am sure you all felt very nostalgic when you entered the hall. Our caterer, Mr. Ramdas, thank you for the delicious meals every night. Everyone enjoyed them. Our now, Dolly, you are so efficient in what you do. I could not have done it. Thank you so much. Or Shrotas from the Sri Krishna Mandir of Endeavour, Piero Shiva Mandir, Lakshmi Narayan Temple, Krishna Mandir from Todd Street, San Fernando, Bharataria Vishnu Mandir, and of course, our Balmain Temple. Thank you all for joining with us each night to participate in puja. The Kirtan group, your singing lended itself so much to what was done every night. All those who helped me in the kitchen, I could not have done this without them all. I did not have to worry at all about our guests being served and being taken care of. Thank you all so much. The office staff, Jennifer and Sasha, without you all, I would not have been able to get everything done for this yagya. Thank you so much. Our ground staff, Julio and Raj, thank you also for all the assistance given for this yagya. The security, of course. Thank you for ensuring the safety of all our vehicles each night. Pundit Vishal, always here on time every single day and all set to begin puja promptly. Baba, thank you very much. Our officiating Pundit, Pundit Abhedanand Persad Sharma, once again, you have given us so much food for thought with your inspiring and well-researched discourses. I am sure that everyone learns something new each night. And for this, I say thank you so much, Baba, for imparting your knowledge to us all. Our audience at home and those present here every night, thank you for your constant support to the National Council of Indian Culture year after year. Our yagya would not be a success without you. Lastly, my fellow directors, I say thank you for all the support you have given to me during this, our 35th annual yagya. However, I would like to specifically thank our president, Dr. Devkinanand Sharma, our first vice president, Mr. Derup Timal, and our second vice president, Mr. Sahadev Partab. Thank you for all the encouragement and support given to me. If for some reason I have left out anyone during this vote of thanks, please forgive me in my error. Sitaram again, devotees.
Thank you for your expression of gratitude to everyone who would have assisted in this beautiful yagya. So with this, my friends, we pull the curtains on the Team Panth here at the Divali Nagar 2022. Let us all please stand as we are about to do the final offering of the Purnahuti into the sacred fire. For this, we invite the executive team, all the members of the NCIC to please come forward and touch hands. As all the members having gathered, we do the final Purnahuti, which marks the end of this yagya. Om पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ सर्वं वै पूर्णगं स्वाहा ॐ सर्वपापहरं दिव्यं गाङ्गेयं निर्मलं जलम् आचमन्यं मया दत्तं गृहाण परमेश्वरम् ॐ श्री गंगा आचमनीयं समर्पयामि ॐ वनस्पतिरसो भूतो गन्धाद्यो गन्धरुत्तम आग्र्य सर्वदेवानां धूपोऽयं प्रतिगृह्यताम्. Everyone lift your hands and receive the blessings of the yajna. Om Sarvadevi Sarvadevtaya Namaha. Om Jai Jagadish Hare. Swami Jai Jagadish Hare. Bhakt Janon ke sankat दास जनों के संकट क्षण में दूर करे ओम जय जगदीश हरे.
जो ध्यावे फल पावे दुख बिन से मन का
स्वामी दुख बिन से मन का
सुख संपत्ति घर आवे
सुख संपत्ति घर आवे
कष्ट मिटे तन का
ओम जय जगदीश हरे.
मात पिता तुम मेरे शरण कहो किसकी
स्वामी शरण न हो किसकी
तुम बिन और न दूजा
तुम बिन और न दूजा
आस करो जिसकी
ओम जय जगदीश हरे.
तुम पूर्ण परमात्मा तुम अंतर्यामी
स्वामी तुम अंतर्यामी
पार ब्रह्म परमेश्वर
पार ब्रह्म परमेश्वर
तुम सबके स्वामी
ओम जय जगदीश हरे.
सबके प्राणपति
स्वामी सबके प्राणपति
किस विधि मिलो दया में
किस विधि मिलो दया में
तुमको मैं तुम दी
ओम जय जगदीश हरे. तुम करुणा के सागर तुम पालन करता,
स्वामी तुम पालन करता,
नई मूरत खल खामी,
मैं सेवक तुम स्वामी,
कृपा करो भरता।
ओम जय जगदीश हरि।
दीनबंधु दुख हरता, ठाकुर तुम मेरे,
स्वामी ठाकुर तुम मेरे,
अपने हाथ उठाओ,
अपनी शरण लगाओ,
द्वार पर तेरे।
ओम जय जगदीश हरे।
विषयविकार मिटाओ, पाप हरो देवा,
स्वामी पाप हरो देवा,
श्रद्धा भक्ति भराओ,
श्रद्धा प्रेम भराओ,
संतन की सेवा।
ओम जय जगदीश हरे। नारायण नारायण ओम सत्यनारायण नारायण नारायण ओम नारायण नारायण ओम सत्यनारायण नारायण ओम सत्यनारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा। नारायण नारायण ओम सत्यनारायण नारायण नारायण ओम नारायण नारायण ओम सत्यनारायण नारायण ओम सत्यनारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा। बम बोले हरे मोर मन कामना पूरा करे, बम बोले हरे मोर मन कामना पूरा हरे, बम बोले हरे मोर मन कामना पूरा करे, बम बोले हरे मोर मन कामना पूरा हरे। ओ मोर मन कामना पूरा करे, मोर मन कामना पूरा करे, बम बोले हरे मोर मन कामना पूरा करे, बम बोले हरे मोर मन कामना पूरा हरे। बाबा के धाम पर बोले मजूर, बोले मजूर, बोलो बाबा के धाम पर बोले मजूर, बोले मजूर, बोले मजूर। सब कमरत वहाँ बाबा हजूर, सब कमरत वहाँ बाबा हजूर, बम बोले हरे मोर मन कामना पूरा हरे। कबलों के हमरी कबरिया हो बजरंग बली, कबलों के हमरी कबरिया हो बजरंग बली, कबलों के हमरी कबरिया हो बजरंग बली, बोलो कबलों के हमरी कबरिया हो बजरंग बली। कबरिया हो बजरंग बली, हो बोलो कबलों के हमरी कबरिया हो बजरंग बली।
Bajranga Bali, Bajranga Bali, Bajranga Bali,
Bajranga Bali, Bajranga Bali, Bajranga Bali.
कब लोगे हमारी कवरिया हो बजरंगा बली हो
सब लोग हमारी कवरिया हो बजरंगा बली.
बोलिए पवन सुत हनुमान की सियावर रामचंद्र की बोले बोले हनुमान बोलो भक्तों सिया राम श्री राम के चरणों में बंदे बिगड़े काम बोले बोले हनुमान बोलो भक्तों सिया राम
श्री राम के चरणों में बने बिगड़े काम. बोले बोले हनुमान बोलो भक्तों सिया राम.
उसकी शोभा है विष्णु में उसकी शोभा है मोहन सी उसकी शोभा है विष्णु में उसकी शोभा है मोहन सी तुलसी ने जब शीश झुकाया धनुष बनी कान्हा की वंशी राम की माया राम ही जाने कण कण मिशिया.
बोले बोले हनुमान बोलो भक्तों सिया राम श्री राम के चरणों में बने बिगड़े काम. बोले बोले हनुमान बोलो भक्तों सिया राम.
लिपट लिपट के राम चरण में आंखों में गंगा जल भर ले लिपट लिपट के राम चरण में आंखों में गंगा जल भर ले. श्री राम तो क्षमाशील है पापों को स्वीकार तो कर ले.
श्री राम के चरण कमल से सेवे कुर्ती धाम. बोले बोले हनुमान बोलो भक्तों सिया राम श्री राम के चरणों में बने बिगड़े काम. बोले बोले हनुमान बोलो भक्तों सिया राम
श्री राम के चरणों में वंदे
बिगड़े काम. बोले बोले हनुमान बोलो भक्तों सिया राम.
बोलिए पवन सुत हनुमान की सियावर रामचंद्र की बोले बोले हनुमान बोलो भक्तों सिया राम बोले बोले हनुमान बोलो भक्तों सिया राम बोले बोले हनुमान बोलो भक्तों सिया राम. मंत्रहीनं क्रियाहीनं भक्तिहीनं जनार्दन यत्पूजितं मया देव परिपूर्णं तदस्तु मे. We thank you, O Lord Prabhu. If any mistakes were made during the course of preparation or during the course of the yagya or even through our discourses, we kindly ask your forgiveness. We pray that whatever we did was from love, dedication, and sincerity. May your blessing, O Divine Master, be upon the NCIC 2022 Divali Nagar. And we pray that as the actual Nagar begins in a week's time, may it be successful. May there be positivity on these grounds of the NCIC. May there be love, that anyone who will come here will feel the blessing and the energy of your divine presence and the Shakti, the light of Ma Lakshmi. We pray that may we be guided by the light of knowledge, and may we be blessed in this life to reach our destination. शिव हरे शिव राम सखी प्रभो त्रिविधतापनिवारण हे विभो अजजनेश्वर यादव पाहि मां शिव हरे विजयं कुरु मे वरम् कमललोचन रामदया निधे हर गुरु गजरक्षक गोपते शिवतनो भव शंकर पाहि मां शिव हरे विजयं कुरु मे वरम् प्रतिदिनं कुशलं जय मङ्गलम् त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव
त्वमेव बन्धो च सखा त्वमेव
त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव
त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देवा
त्वमेव सर्वं
मम देव देवा
ॐ समस्तलोका सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्तलोका सुखिनो भवन्तु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ ॐ श्रीकृष्णार्पणमस्तु ब्रह्मार्पणं ब्रह्महविः ब्रह्माग्नौ ब्रह्मणाहुतं ब्रह्मैव तेन गन्तव्यं ब्रह्मकर्म समाधिना अहं वैश्वानरो भूत्वा प्राणिनां देहमाश्रितः प्राणापानसमायुक्तः पचाम्यन्नं चतुर्वेदम् प्रेम से बोले वृंदावन विहारी लाल की जय उमापति महादेव की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय आज शक्ति नौ दुर्गा देवी माता की जय हर हर नमः पार्वती पते हर हर महादेव प्रेम से बोलिए सत्य सनातन धर्म की प्रेम से बोलिए सत्य सनातन धर्म की दिवाली नगर 2022 की जय 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 सीताराम Please my friends have your seats as we receive your arti your panchamrit your prasadam remember meals are provided for one and all with love
The National Council of Indian Culture invites you, your family and friends to the 9 nights of Divali Nagar 2022. From the 15th to the 23rd of October, Divali Nagar will feature all the festival delights you love as we move back to a full physical event. Divali Nagar 2022. Hindu Panth. 9 nights of top-class entertainment from the main stage. Youth champ competition, dance competitions, thematic displays, corporate pavilions. All the culinary delights the Nagar is famous for. Featuring more than 175 displays, lots of giveaways, and a brand new feature, Yuva Munch, featuring cultural performances by our youth. Diwali Nagar 2022, Hindu Panth, NCIC Nagar, Shibwanas, Saturday 15th to Sunday 23rd October. Absolutely free to the public with paid and secured parking. Come out and celebrate with us.
वैष्णव जन तो तेने रे कहिए जी पीर पराई जाने रे वैष्णव जन तो तेने कहिए जी पीर पराई जाने रे वैष्णव जन तो तेने कहिए जी पीर पराई जाने रे कर दुख उपकार करे तो पर दुख उपकार करे तो मन अभिमान माने रे वैष्णव जन तो तेने कहिए जी पीर पराई जाने रे सकल लोक सहुने वंदे सकल लोक सहुने वंदे निंदा न करे के निरे काच काच मन निश्चर राखे धन धन जननी निरे वैष्णव जन तो तेने कहिए जी पीर पराई जाने रे मोह माया पे नहीं जेने दृढ़ वैराग्य जेना मन मारे मोह माया पे नहीं जेने दृढ़ वैराग्य जेना मन मारे राम नाम सुताली लागी सकल तीरथ तेना तन मारे वैष्णव जन तो पुकार